So I'll try and keep this as short as possible, but I am conscious that this tutorial may go on for quite a while. So let's start. Function, update, open close bracket, open curly bracket. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is define our clip count and reserve count. We need to make this script realize what values they actually are. So clip count is going to be equal to global ammo dot loaded ammo semicolon. So you have to ensure, even though I've put this, and if you've not followed me exactly and you've called your variable something slightly different in here, make sure you do relate to them correctly in this statement just here. So if yours is called, for example, loaded ammo X, make sure you put the X at the end there. But as I say, if you followed me exactly, this line will just be fine. Next thing, we need reserve count. Reserve count is equal to global ammo dot, I think we called it current ammo. Let's quickly check we named that correctly. So it should be current ammo. Yep, that's right. So current ammo is fine. So now them two variables know what number they should be at all times, at every single frame that this script is executed. So now what we need to do is we need to do an if statement using the reserve count. So if reserve count is equals, so that's a double equals there because it's an if statement here, is equal to 0, open bracket, we need to make reload available equal 0, semicolon. And this is where all the logic gates now come in and mathematics. So we need to close that if, and then next line down we need to do the else statement. So what this is saying is if reserve count is equal to 0, then make the reload available equal to 0. If it isn't equal to 0, then what you should be doing is making reload available equals 10 minus the clip count. So our gun, I'm going to say, has a max capacity of 10 shots per clip. So we're going to stay with that one, and we're going to use that mathematics to create the correct number to add into our gun. So after the else statement, you need reload available to be equal to 10 minus clip count, semicolon, and then close curly bracket. So here we've worked out our mathematics of how much we should be adding to our gun and how much we should be taking away from our reserve ammo that we've picked up. So now what we need to do is we need to give an if statement to see if we're actually pressing that reload button. So if we go down a little, we need to do if, then input.get button down, open bracket, quote, and we called it reload. So if you called it something different, make sure you put that word there. And then open curly bracket. So if we are pressing the reload button, in this case the R key, what we're going to need to do now is we need to check if our reload available is equal to or greater than 1. So this is called a nested if statement. There are different ways of creating this kind of statement, but I always find using if statements nested in this way is a lot easier to track because I always try and indent. So I tab here so I can see visually which if statement starts and ends and what code is inside that statement. So as I say, we need to have if reload available is greater than or equal to 1, then we need to do the following. And yet again, we do need another if statement. So it's 3 if statements all in one go. And this one needs to check if the reserve count is less than or equal to the reload available. So if the reserve count is less than or equal to the reload available, then do the following. So this is starting to get a little bit advanced now. I did say it will get this way, but essentially all we're doing here is we are checking, are we pressing the reload button? Is our reload available greater or equal than 1? And then we're checking if our reserve count is lower or equal to however we have in our reload available. So if that is all true, what we're doing then is global ammo dot loaded ammo, making that plus equals our reserve count, semicolon. And then we're also making our current ammo in the global ammo script less that same amount. So global ammo dot current ammo minus equals reserve count. So what we're doing in this section here is basically saying if we can't quite make up to the 10 shots that fit in our clip, then we're adding everything that we have left over. So for example, if we have 2 shots in our clip and we only have 6 shots left in reserve, it's only going to add 6 shots here rather than give us the full 8 we need, because that would take us into a negative. So the last bit of this particular if statement is we need to then set this action reload function to start. So what we've done is we've sorted out our maths by adding the ammo. So then we need to run the animation and set everything as false and then play the sound. So all we can do here is action reload open close bracket semicolon. So then that function will run just once. After that, we then need to close curly bracket, and then we need to do an else statement. So else, open curly bracket, tab across, and all this one is doing is if we have plenty of ammo in our reserve count, we're just adding however much we need to make up to 10 in our pistol. So we can do that by using pretty much the same just here, but instead of reserve count, we'll be putting reload available because we defined it just here in this section here. So we need to do global ammo dot loaded ammo plus equals reload available semicolon, and then we also need to do global ammo dot current ammo minus equals reload available semicolon. And then we need to also do the action reload again, because as it's running here, this one will never run. So we need to make sure it does run all the time after we've changed our ammo numbers. So action reload open close bracket semicolon, and then close that. So after that, we just need another close on this reload available. And once we've done that, we need to then start another function. So I'm not going to close this function update just for now. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put 2 slashes so we know where we were up to. And here, down below, I'm going to create another function. And I'm going to call this one enable scripts. Then open close bracket, open curly bracket. So the purpose of this function is to wait for the animation to play, and then we need to re-enable all our mechanics. So it's even shorter than the action reload function. So first of all, yield, wait for seconds. Now my animation was about 70 frames, so I'm going to wait for about 1.1 seconds. So if your reload is shorter, make sure you try and aim for the correct amount of time waiting there. If you've got a longer animation, make sure your wait for seconds is slightly longer. So what we need to do now is we need to re-enable the gunfire. So this dot get component and gunfire dot enabled equals true. We then need the cross object and mechanics object set active true. So cross object dot set active true, and mechanics object dot set active true, and then we can close that function. So now we have them two functions complete, the action reload and enable scripts. So what we need to do at these double quotes here is once we've run everything we need to, we just need to re-enable here. So we've added our ammo, we've run the animation, now we just need to wait for the animation to complete and re-enable all scripts. So here we can just put enable scripts, and after that we just need to close the if statement, which was checking if we're pressing reload, and then after that we just need to close the function. So I'm going to delete these empty lines just here. So this is now what our script looks like, and I'm just going to save that. So to quickly reiterate what we've done is every frame we're setting what the value should be. We're doing a quick bit of maths to work out how much we should load into our gun. We're then checking if we should if we're pressing the reload button, and then checking which one we should add to our gun, whether it's the reload available or reserve count. And once we're added to it, we then play the animation, set our objects as false so we can't actually shoot our gun whilst reloading, and then we wait for 1.1 seconds and then we reactivate everything. So as I say, if you have problems with this script, you can head over to the website and download it for free. Use it that way, because the ones on the website will be an exact copy of this script that I've written here. So head back into Unity and we have an error. So it's telling us it's expecting something, but it found something else. So let's double check we've done this just right. So this one just here is that's that. That is our if statement. So yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it is telling us that there is a problem somewhere with our open and close curly brackets. So I can't quite see what's causing a problem there. Okay, that's saying it doesn't like that for some reason. Can't quite see why. Okay, so back with you guys now. The error was just here. I actually missed off a bracket when we were doing the get button down reload. That's my fault. I should have spotted that one, but that is the error right there. So hopefully, if we save the script now, head back to Unity, we should get rid of all our errors. Oh, apart from that one, because I've misspelled cross object. Okay. So now you've got your script working, hopefully. What you'll need to do is you'll need to put this handgun reload on your M9. So drag and drop M9. And now we just need to set these few variables. So handgun reload sound, just there. Cross object and mechanics object. So the gun mechanics there is the mechanics object. And the cross object is that one, crosshair object, onto there. And I'm going to save my game. And now hopefully, if we go in to press play now into our game, shoot, we can't. Press R to reload, we can't. Let's collect some ammo. Let's press R to reload, we can't because we haven't got any. Let's shoot a bit, still can't reload. Let's collect this ammo and reload. So try again, can't reload. Let's shoot some ammo, reload back to 10. So let's shoot some more. Now 4 and 3 clearly don't add up to 10. So when we press R now, we should hopefully only have 7 shots left. And we do. So there you have it. Our script is working absolutely perfectly. Came across a few errors, but this script will serve its purpose as it needs to. So I apologize for dragging this tutorial on for quite so long. I really didn't expect it to go on this long. Next episode, we're going to look at Muzzle Flash. Then I think that'll be the last of the gun mechanics for the handgun. So we'll probably also look at actually starting off with no gun and then picking up the handgun from a section of the map. We might also start playing a bit more with lighting and enclosing this space in, and eventually create kind of a tutorial level for ourselves. So until the next episode, thank you very much for watching.